Hello, my friends. This is Chris from Chris Bergen Full Heart Tarot. Today I'm going to talk about one of the biggest challenges I come up against when I'm reading tarot, and that's when people don't like my tarot reading style. There are going to be people out there that just don't like the interactive, back and forth kind of style of tarot reading that I do. And I'll be the first one to admit when this happens, it is difficult for me because I have a very clear vision of how I like to read tarot cards for and with other people. But there are some people out there who just don't like that style. They expect to be hands off, or they have this stereotypical view of what tarot reading is and how it's going to help them. And they do not like the fact that I'm asking them questions in order to give them the best answers. So, what do I do? The first thing I do is I gauge the room, and that's a old kind of selling retail way of thinking about it. But it is effective because if the person or people that you're reading for aren't reacting well, then it's your job as the tarot reader to change that. Now, this can be difficult, especially if you're someone like me that has very strong opinions about tarot reading, but it is something that you have to do. You have to remain flexible, and if they're not comfortable picking cards, then you have to adapt and pick the cards while focusing on them or find a different way of getting them to interact with the tarot deck. And then there's the asking them what they see in the card so you can give them the best reflection of what the cards are telling them. Some people don't want to give you any information. They want to give you as little as possible and they want to see what you can do. It's a type of test that a lot of clients give to tarot readers that I think personally isn't great because a lot of times the more information you get as a reader, the more help you can be. And that doesn't really register for a lot of people. So when this comes up, I try to kind of roll with it. Try to give them answers and ask them little questions that don't feel as intimidating as the reading goes on. Now, I'll be the first to admit that when I reach out to somebody and set up a tarot reading, I give them that kind of information that's going to be very interactive and very specific to them within the cards. So instead of the card having one meaning, it could have lots of meanings depending on what they notice and what they feel about it. But some people aren't willing to give that information. So when that happens, you do your best. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you would like a tarot reading, go over to my website at chrisbergenfullhearttarot.com and book one today. Thank you.